So, Sky Temple, big map, big bias on Vikings, big bias on split pushing, big bias on global presence, but the Kerrigan has been phenomenal. Don't know what we're about to see, so I say we get to it, Mr. J.
Indeed. I feel like that Falstad pick, it could have been a Zagara. I don't know. That was last game, though. Let's get into this game. Complexity Gaming starting us off with that first ban will be the Lost Vikings. So yet again, no Vikings in this. Like you said, their split push is just so strong here. And then, oh my goodness gracious. Wow.
All right.
We'll just jump quickly. Zeveron with their ban is the Illidan, and Complexity on their first pick is Uther. But what were the follow picks from Zeveron?
So, yeah, once again, they really do put the big emphasis on Uther, but the Queen of Blades will once again return, and Zeveron's going to complement that with the High Priestess of Elune with the Tyrande.
Wow. Just who can get Kerrigan? It looks like Zeveron has it. Now, is it going to be true, though? Is the Kerrigan the key to this entire thing? Or could it be that Uther as well? Because Uther was on the team with Kerrigan as well, so it'll be interesting to see.
This is this the first time they're split? Yeah, I think this is the first time split. So yeah, it's going to come down to who can get more stuns or who can get more zone control now, I feel. If we can create an anti-melee kind of comp, or if we just want to avoid team fighting, what's all together and just split push all day. There's a few different ways they can go about this, but does look like Complexity is going to put their faith in Sylvanas. She's not banned, wasn't picked, but they're also going to go with the frontliner of Diablo.
This does leave Jaina and Vala open for Zeveron, which are pretty nice picks, but then they don't have their tank, they don't have their support, so they may want to round those out. But as I say that, they quickly pick up the Jaina and go for that support Rhaegar. So they really don't like the cleanse on Brightwing or the map pressure.
But the big heals of Rhaegar, and they don't have a tank yet. Is that just going to be an ETC?
To my last breath.
The stage dive would be very nice, and it would give a nice target to hit with that Ancestral. Of course, Kerrigan can absorb the Ancestral, but she can die very quickly as well. So
we don't have that
ETC
shield.
Seems like the more solid pick than, let's say, another damage dealer.
ETC or Mirrodin, like those are basically the big go-tos today that we've been seeing here in NA. So Complexity, very likely not to do a solo heal campaign here, but I mean the Tyrande's already out. They can't really go for another full-fledged support unless they want to do like a Battle Wing or a Battle Lily. So they might actually just be stuck with the one Uther, which means that they're going to need a little bit of more help. I fully suspect to see a Tassadar here then. Get that, another Bruiser. He at least brings a healing ward at level 4 if we're lucky. A lot of shields to go with the heals and the burst, but Vala?
Vala's open.
Hammer?
Tassadar is open.
Another Falstad?
I don't think they'll be going for the Falstad, yeah.
I liked the idea behind it, but it just didn't pan out.
Yeah, I could definitely see a Zagara. The map, the creep tumors that Zagara can place are just really nice, especially if there's going to be a Kerrigan roaming. It really is costly for Kerrigan to try and clear that, so that means somebody else has to go with her. And even then, I mean, Jaina having to clear it is costly, so a Zagara would be pretty strong out of Complexity, but they don't seem to want to go for that.
School Wombo.
Oh.
Is this Apocalypse and Void Prison into Apocalypse?
This is a battle of the CC right now, it seems. It could be the Void Prison into APOC and Divine Storm. It could be just Void Prison into Divine Storm. I mean, wow.
They need another range damage.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
Vala.
Vala or Tassadar? I'm still holding for the Tassadar brothers, or for the Protoss brothers here.
I think Tassadar would be a really nice pick and deny, because then Zeratul isn't going to get caught out, and you get vision as well.
But Zeveron has to put an ETC there, so it's not much of a deny.
That's true. That's very true.
Well, okay,
unless they wanted to, unless they went for like, instead of their replacement Illidan as Kerrigan, that's a little bit shady, sketchy, could be bad.
For all the melee assassins we have, the one that really just doesn't show up like ever is Thrall, which is sad face. But there's the Vala. So no Tassadar. It is going to be this 3 assassin comp. The only single heals coming out there from Uther, and bam, insta-locked ETC.
Yeah, like you were saying, not much else to go for. ETC is just, they need that extra tank with Kerrigan. She can't be the only one charging in there. And the map pressure from ETC with that stage dive is always nice, but it'll be kind of fun to see how the Void Prison lands and what combo are they going for. Do they go for that APOC or not?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that we'll find out in just a few quick moments here, because Zeveron and Complexity, they got themselves their rosters. If you'd like to let them know that we are good to go, sir, then nope, they don't even need us.
Nope.
So
start whatever they want.
this is your chance to place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Which side is going to take home the $250 prize? Who's going to be first place here in the Go4 Monthly's April 2015 finals? It's a tough call, man. It is a tough call.
Indeed, and I see a lot of people in chat are asking, who is Zeveron?
Who is Zeveron?
They are formerly evil geniuses. They were picked up though, or no, Murlocs.
Murloc geniuses, yeah.
Murloc geniuses, and now they are Zeveron. So what are the
Thank
teams?
you for the succinct explanation. Oh, Mr. J, you're the best.
Very, very good. Very, very well done. Flawless.
I'd like to introduce our left-hand side, sir.
On the left-hand side, we have Zeveron. We have Fury, Faye, Equinox, Mad Timmy, and Cothenluck.
And on the right-hand side, the team that we saw just do some fantastic things earlier on in the other semifinals, hosted out by Unctuous and Sham too. But now here they are, struggling a little bit. A great game one, not so much great two, but can they bring it back? Blinks, McIntyre, Caterpillar, Tiger JK, and Trummel are going to be making up the Complexity boys.
No fight for the ward or the vision in the center, but there will be a scouting drone. So double the vision, double the fun.
Die for Watchtower, bro. Die for Watchtower.
Always, especially on Blackheart's Bay. It's too good.
It's just such a happy smiley face. It delights in your pain. All right, level 1 talents. What do we got? Winter's Reach, Ranger's Mark, Totem, Scouting Drone yet again. Obviously, we saw that earlier. But it's from the ETC this round, so the ETC's sticking to his guns there. And a little bit of stun there, Blinks, but he'll be all right. What about the flip? Zeratul with the Seasoned Marksman.
And also, Diablo going for Devil's Due. So instead of getting the health and regen, he instead goes for the reduced resurrection cast stack. And right now, Equinox trying to get the CC tree down onto Caterpillar. McIntyre almost getting caught out there. Will bolt or blink away. And everything is fine in the neighborhood. Just a little bit of a few scratches onto Complexity Gaming and they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's still a little bit of a fight going over to the Watchtower, but you are right with Devil's Due. I mean, the reduced resurrection cost to 60. I wonder if that's just because we're afraid of late game fights. So if we get this, and then at level 7 we get 150 souls, you can do 2 resurrections, almost back-to-back 3 with a little bit of farming between them. That's a lot of, consistent pressure that you got to deal with.
Yeah, it can definitely just be a little bit more aggressive with Diablo and McIntyre being a little bit trolly there, sitting on the shrine, taking a few shots. That boss, or the Shrine Guardian, will not have any of it. And during that entire time, Diablo was killed by Equinox and Cothenluck and Faye as well. So a nice pickup there, securing that top shrine. And right now in the middle shrine, McIntyre's having a little bit of trouble. Can't really absorb the damage.
Now, Fury's staying into this bottom lane, so is Trummel. If Trummel's not leaving, Fury sure as heck isn't either. But going back and forth, yeah, it's still the contention for the tempos. Only the 1 kill has gone down, but the Watchtower is holding strong for blue. Had Timmy holding down the point in the mid. Zeratul would basically kill it out the Guardian, so not much for Timmy really to worry about. So Equinox is going to jump into the front. He doesn't actually get the stun on top of Blinks, but Blinks now with the self-heals there as well. Is that going to be enough time bought for Cothenluck? Here comes Mad Timmy with those heals. Cothenluck is still not going to go down, and they will actually take down the Zeratul. Oh, wow, all right. Something actually goes around behind the gate. So a 1-for-1 by the end of it. What? If that Zeratul had not gotten that kill, that would have not been worth it.
Yeah, Zeratul just barely got the singularity spike onto Cothenluck as he got behind the gate. But hold that thought, Equinox going in doing a lot of damage. Diablo yet again falls, and Tiger and Blinks have to retreat. He's being a little bit overly aggressive. He doesn't have enough souls yet to really get in there and deal damage.
McIntyre going for Faye. No, he's going to go for Mad Timmy instead. Is he going to blink forward for the body blocks? It's not going to be enough because he gets actually hit out by the Equinox combo on top of a Blizzard. That's going to leave blinks to his own devices and left for the dogs, so to speak. So he's going to be a drop. And 4 kills, 1 right off the bat. Zeveron not only getting that midpoint, but now getting this top temple as well. This is their early game for sure, Mr. J.
It's the power of the Kerrigan. It apparently is the Kerrigan that is the key to winning these. Gets the Envenom down onto McIntyre, forcing him to blink away. The chase is still on.
The owl
that owl hits perfectly. Equinox is trying to get there. They're slowing him down, putting as much damage on him to keep him off his mount. He will end up getting away, but that was very scary for McIntyre. This Kerrigan is doing wonders right now.
Absolutely. Now, level 7, we are back to a bit normalcy here with the ETC. We got Guitar Hero at level 7. So a little bit more of a damage-oriented, less of a CC-oriented ETC. We'll have to see at 10 if this will be the stage dive. I fully suspect it will. It's just too good to give up on such a huge map. And there's no Bright Wings, there's no Falstad. It's the only global pressure you're going to get. And at level 8 to just about hitting 7 here, we're in a really good spot this early game for Zeveron.
Yeah, and they're waiting to see where, if they go for those Giants, they do miss the combo onto McIntyre. It would have been hard to land it anyways. Equinox now backing for mana, kind of stabilizing out. Tremmel will try and kill these Giants as quickly as he can, but Fury and Cawthon are both there to apply a little bit of pressure at the top lane. Caterpillar and Faye going at it, not too much damage back and forth. Hold that thought as Tremmel doing a little bit of damage now. He'll just clear up those Giants and take a little bit of damage on that wall. Not too much though. Pretty much everything's stabilized now.
Boom and boom. There they go. McIntyre's still wandering around. He's not finding any big targets. Mad Timmy, Equinox, and Faye, they're looking for these bruisers. The timing is perhaps a little early, but we should be having that bottom temple spawning in any moment now. And will this be a big contention in the bottom? I don't feel like we can actually do anything as soon as we hit 10 here from Zeveron. Like, I don't think Complexity can actually feasibly put up a fight.
Yeah, Zeveron's getting ever so close to 10, and I think if one hero dies on Complexity's side, that'll give them 10, and it looks like Complexity knows that. They're just going to back out, take their bruisers, and probably just end up pushing on their own.
As I said, these tops a little too early, and they're going to get cleaned up before they really do any kind of big damage. And then we should be seeing a big push with Tremmel up top with that Diablo. So, you know, Zeveron, they know that there's not going to be a fight down here. They know that. So they're going to take this time to get a boss.
McIntyre spots that, though, very quickly, and it looks like Equinox and Cawthon and Faye all see that Zeratul knows what's going on.
Yep,
Here comes the stage dive,
yeah, they're not willing to give up a boss. They're willing to give up the temple. Not that anyone's down there, but they got to solidify that. All right, so top getting pushed out. Tiger JK up there. I'm a little surprised Trummel's not really hard pushing that, but this is just going from bad to worse. Complexity is 100% on the back foot.
Yeah, that boss pushing and the tribute and the temple going into Zeveron's favor. I mean, both Equinox, Faye, and Cawthon are pushing with this boss, so this fort's going to die very quickly, and those shots from the temple will instantly go mid. Really nice pressure coming out of Zeveron, and I mean, they're trading a fort for fort, but that's also a temple that could possibly... No, there's not enough shots on it. It won't be able to take the mid fort. Or will it? Actually,
I think it actually could.
Secure it.
I think it could.
Yeah, Fury went in there, is now dealing damage to it. That middle fort is actually going to go down, and they're still pressuring bot lane.
Yep, yeah, because of this boss. Now we do got McIntyre. He's actually, oh my goodness, he took Shadow Assault. He's doing work with it. He gets out the kill on top of Tyrande. Here comes the Lightning Threat as well. 1 and 2. Finally, some kills on the board here and some good news for Complexity because that Shadow Assault likely caught them as off guard as I did.
Wow, the Divine Shield Shadow Assault. I should have noticed seeing Syrian attacks on level 7 for Zeratul. Wow. All right, so we got a Shadow Assault.
Well, I did say he had Seasoned Marksman, right?
That's true. That should have been one hit.
The Gathering Power, though, that's something there.
All right. Well, we've got an auto attack Zeratul here. We'll see how that works out for them in the late game. Right now, though, 13 almost to 12. Trummel's pushing bot, but he has to be a little bit careful. You don't know where the rest of the members of Zeveron are, and Zeveron, about now just hitting 13, looks like they want to try and pick a fight.
Well, I mean, Zeveron could definitely do with a fight right now. They do got Spell Shield on Rhaegar. All right. Yeah. I'm reading that right? Yeah, spell
Yeah.
shield. Improved Ice Block, Spell Shield, Sprint. You got the Shrink Ray and the Uber Rockstar as expected. So we could absolutely fight. We got that extra talent tier. We got that big power spike. And it is actually a split team right now. We got Diablo up there with the ETC. Now, with the Diablo, could actually interrupt a stage eye, which means it could be a full-on 4-on-4 down here. But nobody seems to be willing to kind of take that dive. Instead, it's just going to be farm, farm, farm. We're going to wait for 13 for complexity.
Yeah, clear up those giants that just were captured. More of a denial, of course. And
Every
looks
merc
like,
camp except one is blue.
yep, everyone except the Bruiser camp, which has a minute 10 to go. 20 on to the side of Zeveron's
God,
camp.
Assassin's Blade. Oh my.
And here, oh wow, yeah, this is a full-on auto attack Zeratul. And right now, Caterpillar trying to force the fight. They got that 13. ETC's a bot lane, but he can very easily get to top lane with that stage dive.
Yep, he's just going to chill on this point. That's going to be probably it for this top, because there's nobody that can actually contest that temple. So going into Bruisers, and McIntyre's going to scout it out. We do got the owl going off, and it looks like that this will be the reset. Or maybe not. Nope, it's going to be the stage dive.
Stage dive coming in from Fury. Caterpillar popping that fire breath will end up just sitting there hitting so many members of Zeveron. I can't even say their name. This is so intense. Coffin Lock is falling as well. Trouble will follow that up with a fade. That is a 5-for-none exchange. This Divine Shield, Firestorm, Shadow Assault from Complexity. I think this totally took Zeveron off. It threw me off. I don't even know what's going on. This is crazy.
All right, so I've been a little bit negative about Lightning Breaths today, but that was a fantastic Lightning Breath. We had the cleanse. The Kerrigan combo did not stop it. We then threw out the Lightning Breath. McIntyre just comes in like a wrecking ball. 1, 2, 3, gets the kills, blinks out to safety, but it's enough for the team wipe. I had to double wow face right there because it was just such an impressive play. And all of a sudden, we are 16 for Complexity. They have swung this game around in their favor. They have turned it on its head, and that's a berserk.
Wow, that is what a take by Complexity. The keep falls right, well, before the fort actually fell. Luckily, that top temple was able to shoot it down. There goes the bottom fort as well, so there are no forts remaining for Zeveron, and also the mid keep is gone. I mean, this auto attack Zeratul, I think it took everybody off their game except Complexity, of course.
Yeah, no, they're like, guess what? Bam, bringing the pain. All right, so we got both of those Bruiser camps. We're taking into red. We got no gate in this top lane. We have no keep in the mid, and the bottom is actually still looking pretty suave here from Zeveron. But yeah, they went from a 100% early game ownage to just not sure what to do with this assault.
Yeah, the Shadow Assault from McIntyre in that one fight just completely wrecked Zeveron. And right now, Complexity has the level 16 talent advantage. Although Zeveron is very close to hitting it themselves, they may try and set up a gank at this boss. I mean, what else is there on the map? Giants are pushing, boss is up. Might as well bait it out.
Yeah, and using McIntyre just sitting there in the bush, I mean, unless he gets hit by an owl or some stray thing. Oh, Cattle, I don't know what he's doing there, but the lightning, there's not going to be enough. The silence arrow is, and look at him go! Just ridiculous damage. He's even little miniature chibi version. He's still wrecking at face, but there you go. He's finally a bit too far forward, but he trades it out there for the Tyrande. Tiger JK is going to be caught there as well, and a little bit too far forward, I think, but that was a heck of a jump through. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think Complexity definitely just overstayed their welcome. Equinox, too, as well overstaying his welcome. He was way too low to try and engage there, and Trummel, Blinks, and Cattle will just pick that up with ease. I mean, that was a huge overextension on both teams, and wow. Just wow.
So, not out of it yet. Zeveron definitely still holding on. They're more on the back foot as most of the fighting has been on their side of the map since that team wipe. But level 18, 17 is now a race to 20, and we do got these next set of temples up. So with these tempos, I mean, you see Blinks, he was there. He's thinking maybe he shouldn't be there anymore, which is the correct call. You absolutely do not want to lose out your Uther, especially before any kind of big team fights. But going back and forth, I mean, this is almost guaranteed a keep from either side, whoever controls this tempo.
Yeah, and right now it's interesting. Vala went top to try and clear a few minions. Zeveron knows this, and they may try and go for an engagement. Kerrigan is a lot closer than Vala is, but Vala is quickly closing. She should be able to get there in time. They'll get a few more shots out. Zeveron will on that temple, but the engagement is surely soon to happen. Caterpillar is very close to the enemy Equinox, and Matt Timmy, he gets just completely demolished by that arrow and the Hunter's Mark. Many members of Zeveron going down. Jaina's down, Kerrigan's down, the Divine Shield going down as well, keeping them just alive long enough. And Zeveron, or Complexity, is just running away barely with their life. They have to be a little bit careful. Curse Fury going in, trying to deal as much damage. Trummel's following it up. Blink stunning as well. They are cornered. They have nowhere else to go. They are probably gonna get picked off ever so slowly here. McIntyre, though, trying to kill Coffin, will end up dying, but now Coffin himself is cornered. He will fall, and so will Mad Timmy.
This is like one of the silliest fights I've ever seen.
Zeratul just dives everywhere, and wow. A 5-for-2 exchange, though. Caterpillar had souls that were used to bring him back to life, so wow.
Still, they get the temple. They demolish this bottom fort, this bottom gate. And, you know, that's just leaving Equinox here on the defense. But because we have no map presence here from Zeveron whatsoever, and level 20 awarded to Complexity plus a boss, this is looking like a pretty serious endgame push.
Yeah, Complexity in that fight just... It's that auto-attack Zeratul. I don't know what is going on, but that auto-attack Zeratul with Shadow Assault is just destroying.
Is this... All right. Nexus Blades or Rewind? Nexus Blades or Rewind? Nexus Blades.
All right.
20% more auto attack damage, slow the target for 1 second. Good luck escaping.
Auto attack Zeratul, new things. You've seen it here first. Possibly first. I don't know.
I hear Kawhi Rice. This was like his jam. This was his thing that he loved to do when he was still kind of playing around in the scene.
Gotcha. So they're taking lessons from him. This boss, though, is very quickly dying, and Complexity definitely has the upper hand right now. They will take any engagement that they can, and Caterpillar is looking to set that up right now.
They're ready to go. Yeah, Caterpillar's going to jump in. The boss is going down. That was, I think, the silence arrow as well on top of Equinox, and it's not the level 20 lightning breath, which you might have thought. You know, it's not exactly the big majesty of it all, and they get the keep, but 2 heroics for none. This is not a good team fight situation right here.
Until McIntyre comes in from behind. Caterpillar goes right into the middle of it, and there goes the Shadow Assault. Coffin just getting completely destroyed. Equinox sitting in the middle of the team with his Maelstrom will not be able to do anything. Vala falling to Faye. McIntyre, though, will shortly fall afterwards. Now you've got your tank and support alive against Diablo, Sylvanas, and Uther, and I believe that Complexity will be able to take this one out. Caterpillar has enough soul, so he's really not afraid to die. He can go all out, and Zeveron will just leave. But that was a 3-for-2 exchange, relatively even. Zeveron now has level 20.
Still, McIntyre coming into that back line upon those squishies that cannot run away. It is so effective. And then you put a shield on that, and there's nothing you can do. He's just right there, and you can't get away, and there's nothing that you can really do much about it. So either way, double temple spawn. We got the Diablo going up to the top. For some reason I thought we were bottom, but we are going to actually contest this mid, and I don't think Trummo and Blinks really can deal with this. Fury does a lot of damage as a late-game level 20 ETC. Let's take a look at those 20 towns while we're at it as well. He does have the Hardened as well, so I mean, he can just sit right here all day if he really wants. Blinks getting lower and lower and lower. Here goes the cleanse. Oh, but the lightning breath and the silence arrow. That's not going to be a heal today, Mad Timmy, and now you're going to have to take a little bit of a timeout there off to the side in respawn land. But Tempo was retained by Complexity. This is basically the end of this keep. If they get that top one, it's almost game. It's right there.
Yeah, they'll just secure the top one, and that'll start shooting at the core. If it won't kill the core, it'll at least put it very low. And all these catapults as well coming in for Complexity. I mean, the pressure is on right now, and Zeveron has to respond quickly.
And, well, they are going to respond. They don't have their heals, though. Here goes the stage dive. Stage dive is all right. They don't have a lightning breath. The shield is going to go on to McIntyre, who's on top of Faye in the back. McIntyre getting really low, has to blink on out of it, but Equinox is not going to let him go, or will he? Equinox does not get the kill. Went so far deep, couldn't get it, but they kill out the Uther, and there goes the Vala as well. Uther's going to come back. He's healing up McIntyre, who gets into the back and gets the kill on top of Tyrande. We got these giants fighting on amongst everything as well. The Kerrigan is down, the Tyrande is down, and now Fury, can he actually deal enough to live through McIntyre, or is this done?
Looks like the Temple will have enough shots. All the GG's going out. The Temple is now finishing the last few shots, and it won't even get to the final 4. That is the game. Wow, Complexity coming out with it. That Zeratul, I still am in awe of that. Like, oh my gosh.
When behind Dark Shrine, he is a Dark Templar.
Yes, this is very true. Very, very true.
I never thought I'd get to say that for Heroes, but wow, I mean, we don't see Shadow Assault a lot. We really don't. It's absolutely a treat to see like this refined strategy. We thought it was going to be Avoid Prison, Divine Storm, Apocalypse, some kind of combo there. They didn't go any of those. In fact, 0 for 3 on that prediction. Good game, casters.
Yeah, that Complexity completely threw us for a loop. I mean,
oh my.
I guess everybody, it was the meta for so long, and so we just kind of accepted it as being such. But Complexity coming out with the Divine Shield for the Shadow Assault Zeratul and the Fire Breath Diablo. I mean, whew, wow, well played by them.
Wow, if I had my WoW graphic, I'd put it right here, yeah.
Yeah, just wow.